Watch me flex my flow, you'll be the next to know. Spit it hot flambeau, swing them bars like whoa. Grab the remote control, musta called a million times, I'm on the other side, hello. Better watch that stream, caught up in the tractor beam. Scrub that beat with bleach, so when I hit it, bro, I spit it clean. Burn it now, have to turn the furnace down. Y'all don't want this beef, I hit them with a holy cow. Hit them with the verse, got them thinking, wow. This ain't a game, kid, why you play around? This that ill spit, them bars are so sick. I'll shock the whole world, anaphylactic. Every single time I spit another rhyme, the planets all align so bright I blind them with my shine. Bro, I'm designed to make your confidence decline. Every line about to blow like stepping on a landmine. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my God. We are freaking back in the new Ross Racing studio. Hopefully this comes off without a hitch. I don't even care if it does. The guest I have in the building tonight, well, not building, but you know what it is, virtually in the building. What's going on? We got Jonathan on board. We got Greg chiming in. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Man, I already had a lot of fun today. Not going to lie. It was definitely epic, but let's get to some RC shit. We got a cool little thing going on here. We got the O-Town season finale. Over on John working on the track. Everybody would have bet their whole house he was going to change something. And he did not disappoint. Kevin, what's going on? Noah in the house. What's up, bud? Can't wait to see you and your dad this weekend. It's going to be awesome out at O-Town. But what I got to say is, man, the hype for this race is going to be off the charts. Now, the points were posted. If you are running anything 8 scale, E-Buggy, E-Truggy, or Nitro Truggy, and then or Nitro Buggy, and then this is the last year John's running 10 scale. So you know who's going to be swinging for the crown on that bad boy, right? Heck yeah, this guy right here. But last race for 10th scale, and it's going to have to be an epic one. So if you have a short bus, try and bring it out because we want to make it a good one. So I don't want to talk a little bit too long. We have somebody in the wings right here. He's kind of quick, man. I'm not going to lie. He blew me away last time we got the race together. I unfortunately didn't get to film the A mains because, I fluked into it again. Guys, what's up, man? Yeah. So basically, this guy that I was heckling all weekend long about Andrew McCarr going to kick his butt and how it's Andrew's race to win, he definitely said it was my time to shine, and he did not disappoint. So you guys might have guessed it, but without further ado, we're going to bring on Steve. What's up?
What's up, Adam?
Man, dude, I'm happy to have you on the show. I'm going to drop the interview that we did at O-Town back for the Nitro Blast. Thank you, Jeff, for doing such a wonderful job on that. And it's going to be a cool little segue to kind of keep the vibes going and keep the O-Town train rocking and rolling. Gonna jump right into it, bud. Not a lot of people know how you got into this crazy hobby we love.
Yeah, so I got into it with my dad actually when I was right around probably 9 or 10 years old, and pretty much have been running ever since. Started running on road, foam tires, 19 turn, a little bit of Tamiya, M chassis stuff. Then I slowly moved into 110 nitro on road, 1/8 nitro on road. And then once he passed away, I kind of moved into the off-road scene, and I've been there ever since now.
So you actually used to race on road?
Yeah, lots of on road. Yeah.
I had no idea. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Tammy. Oh, everybody's chiming in. Yeah, I was just making sure because I messed with your sound a little bit, and it is all good. Thank you guys. So, on road is definitely an art form. I can tell where you got your corner speed from because if you're coming from the on road realm, the corner speed is redonkulous, and it shows with what you were able to do. Actually, not just even recently. Honestly, I've been following you since I started going to O Town, and you've always been an A main contender. You've always been a force to be reckoned with, and your pits are absolutely dialed all the time. Like, geez.
Yeah, we tried.
What? Oh, dude, it looks awesome. You're always doing good things, and being the family guy, I just got to give you huge props for that because, man, having the family there cheering you on, doing all that with the wife, pit girl, all that stuff, man, you got the whole kit and caboodle. It's awesome to see. So, the one thing that I have to ask is you kind of segued into the off-road. What was your first brand for off-road when you took the dive?
It was Losi, actually. I ran Truggy, and I ran a whole season with just the Truggy, and
Okay.
that was my first year back into the off-road scene and ever first starting getting into nitro and off-road, and I just ran Truggy, and yeah, we did really well. Me and my brother both ran. He ran buggy, I ran Truggy, and we did really good for the first year, so we kind of continued with it for a little while longer after that, and obviously I'm still here.
And you know what? Definitely putting in work because to beat let's call a spade to take the top spot at an O-Town event is got to be a huge deal.
Oh, definitely, for sure. And probably in all the years that I've been at O-Town now, that's number 2 placement on podium legitimately.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
good.
Dude, it was an awesome battle. Now, I know there was a few questions about like the grip and the tire wear and all that shenanigans. And I just got to say that the grip levels were equal for everybody, honestly.
Yeah,
and
sure.
The close proximity battle between you and Bakar at the pace that you guys were running, oh my, like honestly, dude, it was next level. What you got to say about that? What do you want to talk about first, e-buggy or nitro?
Let's do nitro.
All right.
So, yeah, nitro was an absolute blast, man. I had a really good time racing with Andrew. Obviously, Andrew's super fast. He's top contender for you guys, and I've been racing with him for a while now. So to be able to duke it out with him was an absolute blast.
And honestly, your guys' on track etiquette and the way that you guys work together on a freaking tear. Because like, if I could pull up the stats, it's amazing like how much of a clinic you guys actually put on. Like, you guys were battling for the top honors and still running blazing fast laps. Like, that's what people don't understand. Like, it's awesome to have a battle, but when you're battling at the level that you guys were at, man, it gave me goosebumps, and I was freaking in the race. Like, jeez Louise.
Oh yeah, it's definitely super crazy. And like I said, because I've been racing with Andrew for a little while now, I kind of understand and know what he's going to do and can kind of anticipate a little bit. So obviously, you see the guys slow down a little bit. You know, slow down. Like, let's follow you around. Let's try and make the mistake. You need to make a mistake, right? So yeah, it's running at that level it was tough, man. It was super tough.
It looked like you guys were definitely putting on a clinic. I know that the nitro throws a whole different element into your forte. Like, you got pit stops, you got like, there's so many things that have to go right compared to the electric. But man, to have the complete package in nitro is definitely a huge attaboy for that one, for sure. And if you haven't noticed, I put the Summit RC Racing logo up there for us too. Yeah, Sean, wishing you the best. I know you're watching in a little bit, and I think it's like probably freaking 6 in the morning there, some crazy time. But sending good vibes your way and wishing you guys the best, Sean, up there. And hopefully you come back healthier and ready to rock and roll. All right. So moving to eBuggy A1. That was definitely another good battle there. What's your take on the eBuggy?
eBuggy again, obviously, when I first started back in off road, I ran a little bit of the 8 scale, but I really ran a lot of 110 scale 4-wheel drive carpet. And then I started running at Apex, and I ran a lot of 110 scale there as well. So the electric part is actually very easy for me. I really don't practice with the car at all. I just kind of on race days and throw on the setup that I run on my nitro, and away I go type of thing. Same tires, everything else, right? So eBuggy is definitely a little bit easier for me to drive. And again, driving with Andrew at those, it's unbelievable. Like, we were flying. We didn't touch each other, So I'm pretty sure A1 I got out a little bit ahead of him and kind of took that one a little bit clear. So obviously I wish we had a little bit more of a battle there, but A2 that was off the hook, man. Like, unbelievable. Hats off to him. Like, we put on an absolute show in A2. So
Brandon was going nuts. Like, it was amazing. The whole race, the calls, the battling back and forth. And if you look at like the passes that you guys were doing, even on a live RC replay, it's like you guys were like a heartbeat, man. It was like boop, 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 like back and forth, back and forth. Super good. So what tires did you end up racing with in the mains?
So actually all weekend I ran the same set of tires on both cars, M2 Blade Evos.
Awesome tire. Nothing
all
wrong
weekend
with those at all. So I was all over the map. I normally have Sean Wang, if you're listening, helping out. He usually like has me try like every weird tire that he has in his stable, and he just caters it towards my not staying in the groove driving style, I guess you would say. And basically he just tries to dial me in that way. And it definitely is a huge help having him there with his expertise and his support. And it's truly missed for sure. And looking forward to when he comes back nice and healthy. Now, with you, I know that you're running the HP cars. I know you're running the JT bearings. Is there any other little tips and tricks you got going on with the Hot Bodies ride?
To be honest, like, not really. Like, I run the Flashpoint FPO2 in the Nitro.
Nice.
I run a Hobby Wing XR8 Pro and a Performa 2100 in the buggy.
Okay.
7700 pack, and yeah, that's about it, man. Obviously, a couple setup changes that I've made throughout owning the car now for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I've definitely been able to dial it in a little bit better towards my driving style, and it's starting to feel really, really good. There's a couple more things I want to change, but it's definitely getting there.
Now, what would you say your driving style is like?
I'm very smooth, very on-road. That's exactly what my driving style reflects, is an on-road driver, and that's exactly how I drive. I've been driving like that forever. So
corner speed is ridiculous. Like, I always know, like, if I just give you the inside, you're gonna get around me anyways. So like, I'm like, just whatever. I'm just gonna hold my line and not swerve India. That's what I always trying to do. But I definitely noticed, now that you mentioned that you had your start in on-road, like, it just boom blew up in my. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, because like, you're always dialed. Yeah, that's John. You nailed it, man. Like, I think his pit area is always 100% dialed. His cars are all like, I thought that his freaking car was a new kit. Like, let's face it, man. His is cleaner than the kit I just built in the dust here for sure. But it was cool to see. Obviously, your kids.
Yeah.
Your kids are itching to start running. And I was letting your littlest one help me out with short course. Yeah. So I actually let him drive it around my area and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, I'll drive it on the track now." I'm like, "Well, we got to talk to your dad first." But what are you thinking? Like,
So
and
actually, the e-buggy that I run right now is
Yep.
actually his car. Dad's just been using it for the year just to race.
Yep.
Both him and his older brother, my middle son, they've already been on the track and practicing.
they told me.
Within two separate occasions, like two separate sessions, they probably dropped their lap times by, I'd say, about 15 seconds.
It's awesome to see. Eh?
So already, they definitely are itching to go. And next year, fingers crossed, hopefully something will happen. I'm hoping to get them at practicing for sure. I want to obviously make them as fast as I can.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them overtake Douglas maybe. But again, we'll see. We'll see what they do and what they want to do and how much commitment they're willing to put in, and we'll see.
Well, here's the thing, dude. If you keep it fun like you have been,
Yeah,
that's how they're going to do better, believe it or not. Like, you can put all the pressure you want on them, but if they're not having fun, it don't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, it's you can tell by the passion that you carry and bring to the hobby that they want to feed off of that. Because like when they're putting your car out there, when they're cheering you on, when they're doing all the stuff behind the scenes, like, let's face it, they're practically sponsored by S-Works already. So, but the thing is, they're just like super cool to have around in the pits, playing with my kids and stuff like that. And that's the part of the hobby that I enjoyed the most, like just having them come out and have fun.
Oh yeah, it's great. Like when I was young, it was the same way. Like we'd go out and all the kids were there. You'd go and have fun with the kids. Everyone running around having a good time. And slowly, these people that I grew up with, these kids that I grew up with, they started racing. There's a lot of guys that we race with right now that I knew when I was a very young child.
Right.
You'd be surprised some of the guys that actually know me from when I was really, really young.
Really young?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know, like, Kurt.
I was young. He used to race at Fast Cats. JB, all the guys from Fast Cats.
Yeah.
Really long time.
Yeah, because JB was like ridiculously fast. I kind of got him at the tail end of his off-road stuff, but I heard stories from a lot of people about he was a weapon on road.
Oh yeah,
is what I was told.
Still is a weapon.
And he used to race at some guy's house in his backyard, had like a track made onto the back of his house. What the heck was that called? Oh my God. Lou Vanderway. Speedway or something like that. Yeah. And did you ever race there?
I actually it's a pretty far drive for us to go out there, so I reluctantly wasn't able to run on road there, but I did go out and run when he had his off-road carpet. I went and ran there practice day a couple times.
Nice. Now, this weekend coming up is the finale. I'm sure you checked out the points.
Yeah, I did.
And what's your expectations? I know what mine are. So what's your expectation?
I want to be top 3 for sure. I'm pretty sure I'm right there, so I want to keep it there. I'd like to take a win, but we'll see how the field stacks.
Well, with me there, you're gonna have to work really hard. Oh man, I'll try and film as best I can. But thank you. Yeah, I knew Rob knew this one. Rob actually had his debut after a ridiculous amount of years out at Spark with his new S-Works buggy. And I don't know if you remember Rob Say from back in the day. Yeah, he was super quick off-road. And one of the big reasons why I enjoyed going to Action Hobbies out in Kingsville.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was I'm trying to think of Spark is the other one that I went to. And then kind of from there, Rob and his brother are the ones that kind of kept me into the on-road thing, only because they made it fun. They're the ones that actually put in the work to keep it fun, and I was definitely having a blast with that. So, John says he's busting out the e-buggy to put some pressure on you.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh man, I'll put some pressure on him in the B main. But okay, so top 3. That's like super. That's super kick ass, and I think that, you know what, with your program, I already seen what you did to the e-buggy. I know you got a couple days to iron out the nitro buggy. You also have some work mixed in there with that, and family pressure as well. So definitely know you got a lot on your plate, and obviously, being the finale, I think that everybody. Oh, John, I hope I'm not like saying this out of hog, but I'm sure everybody's seen some pictures. I haven't been on Facebook, and it sucks. But John has made some track changes. Big surprise, I know. But now he has a double step up to another double in the back lane. So what John's vision is, and I'm sure he's probably already tested it. I'm not 100% sure about that. But, minor change. Yeah, right. Yeah, so I believe now what he's trying to do with the back section is get rid of that brake check, carry more speed in the back section, and be able to set up for more passes on the step up after the double. And then it'll be like the step up where it is the step up into the corner. I think the change is a little one, but no idea how. He's like, I haven't tested it. No idea how it's going to work. But I'm sure the fast guys will definitely dissect it within a few laps. But my initial impression is I feel that I should be able to hit 23-second lap times. What's your feelings? Because I know you're already hitting 23. So
yeah. I don't think, to be honest, change the flow of the track much. It went from a spine to a double. So
right.
You're still going to have the same amount of air time that you would from the spine to the double. So I think we're still going to be in the low 20s.
Yeah, John's going for a 22.7. But honestly, I think that you guys, if you're able to double quicker without the brake check, I think, like, I know you guys were scrubbing speed and you guys were doing all the fancy stuff. I was up in the air, almost hitting the lights on the tree, man. I was like, holy cow, I got to slow down here. But the cool thing was, like, you guys are actually hitting it, and I was watching your chassis slam off of it just to bump you over it, and you're already full throttle downside in the other ass end. I was like, holy crap. I'm like, I was scared of Marshall there. But you guys are definitely flying in that back section. So I'm curious to see how much more you guys can actually pull out of the difference. Traction will be key. Relap. Oh, yeah. No, I definitely think that traction is going to be a massive concern. It's not even a concern. I don't know. Because it's the same for everybody. Like, everybody's on the same surface. So if I don't have traction, that means Steve doesn't have traction. Like, it's just because he can stay in the line and I'm not. I'm cleaning the pipe, you know. But I think that everybody's going to be on an even playing field and let the cream rise to the top. And it typically does, honestly. Let's face it. Like, you're usually finding your way into the A main. And if you do have to make some adjustments, you're not scared. You go back to the pit and you put in the work. And that's what makes you an A main guy. Why not worry about it till we get there? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, honestly, I can't wait to get there. If I could, I would actually pack up and leave tomorrow because I'm so sick of freaking housework. It's not even funny. Let's see here. John's got a little secret sauce. I'm going to use in key areas to see if it improves a little bit. But yeah, I like it just the way it is. Smooth throttle control. Okay, so just to add to what John's saying, the thing that I noticed the most is the tire wear. I can set up my kids on a set of tires pretty much for the entire weekend, and the only reason why they want to change isn't because they're wore out anymore. It's because they want to try different either compound or they want to try a different style. And just to kind of get it a little bit easier for them to drive, which is awesome that they're actually communicating that to me. But the tire wear has been the best in a couple of years, in my opinion.
For sure, hands down.
Yeah, because you said you used the same ones, right?
Yeah, I ran, I think, about 9 races throughout the whole weekend on the same set of tires, and I'm going to run them again this weekend.
Perfect. So those were the Blade
qualifying
M2s. Yeah.
M2 Blade Evos, yeah.
Yeah, no, and let's face it, because tires to me are the biggest expense in this game. So if you have a track that you can go to and it's consistent for everybody, and the tires aren't melting every 5 minutes to 10 minutes, win. Like you can't ask for anything better than that. But you know what? You can't please everybody, and I would take that all day long. I'm very curious. Did you see any of the Bago racing?
I didn't. I was working, actually, so I'm going to try and go back and maybe catch a little bit, but I didn't get to see very much, no.
Yeah, I was watching as much as I possibly could in between the moves and stuff like that, and it looked like it was pretty crazy.
The track itself looked beautiful.
Oh, Tammy wants to know if the kids are in the building.
Soon, very soon.
Yeah. But no, it like the thing is, like, we like having them around our camper and having them hanging out and stuff like that, and they're such a hoot, man. And oh, dude, it's so much fun because, like, I remember when, like, Nathan and Michaela were that size, and, like, they're so curious and they just want to learn so much, right? So it's and they're very respectful. I got to tell you that. And you know what? It's super cool to have them out at the track supporting their dad and getting it in there. Oh,
yeah.
So, the first time I ever got talked into going to O-Town, he was still sugaring the track, like exclusively sugar. And I remember Andy telling me, he's like, yeah, remember them tires that I told you not to throw away and kind of just save for a rainy day? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, it's that rainy day. I'm like, dude, they're shit. They're all bald and stuff like that. He's like, it's just compound. He's like, it doesn't even matter. You don't need nothing on this track. It's going to be dialed. And sure enough, I believe that it was an M3 Impact that gave me the best grip, and it was like there was no pins left, and it was like an awesome tire when it was like that. Oh yeah, no, honestly, Steve, he has been on fire lately. Obviously, his goal is to finish inside the top 3, respectively, right? Both classes, I think you got a shot?
Both classes, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were up there for both. Obviously, Nitro's a lot harder of a beast to tame. E-Buggy, you said it kind of comes natural to you, and you really don't have to put in the effort that you do compared to the Nitro, because E-Buggy is easier. Let's face it. Like, that's why I enjoy it so much.
To be honest, no matter what, I do this with both cars. Wise, both cars get this 100% all the time. So pretty much after every race weekend, we tear it completely down, spare chassis, and start all over again. Bring it right back up to life. So both cars take the same main schedule, but to be honest, Nitro, I don't really change all that much. Clutch, I've probably been running for the last 4 races. Haven't even touched it. Haven't looked at it. Haven't even bothered. It runs, and I feel like it's perfectly fine. Obviously, for this race, the finale, I'm obviously doing clutch work and bearings and making sure everything's legit, and I want everything 100%. But other than that, I just do the same basic things that I would normally do on any other car. Shocks,
nice.
Oils, diffs, stuff like that.
Now you don't do the diffs every race though, do you?
I do. Shocks and diffs. Yeah. Yeah.
No, shocks I totally get. Shocks I like to have a solid shock program. I feel that shocks are probably the second most important thing as part of your program. Number one being tires.
Yep.
And number two, I believe, is the shock package. Because if you don't have the shock package, you could have the best tires in the world. And if your shocks aren't holding those tires to the ground,
not going to work, man.
Don't matter. Yeah, you've been in this game for a while now.
Yep.
So going into the finale, top 3 expectations. What's it going to take to beat my buddy, Douglas Schufeld?
Consistency, man. That's he has all of us. We're all really fast, but he's the most consistent out of all of us. He drops 98% consistency in every race. I think the highest I had on the weekend was like a 93. It's not cutting it, So obviously I want to keep it on its wheels, keep it moving forward, and I want to try and challenge, obviously, right away. I don't want to try and let him get away. Once Douglas gets away from us, he can drive
his race.
Confidence. So if somebody's behind him and we can train along with him, we can maybe force him to not maybe make a mistake, but maybe force him to drive a little bit more conservative, knowing that we're right there. So it would be nice to see a full train, 1 to 5 going down the straight and everyone following. Yep. Again, we'll see what happens. Consistency is probably going to win the race, most definitely.
And honestly, he's coming off of a huge high. He just got that Truggy win. Got to hang with all the top dogs and the pros and stuff like that. We know the broken wing trick doesn't work yet. No shit, eh? Like, he was still crushing it with no wing. Dude was on fire, man. All right, hold on. We got a question over here. So, what is your favorite class to drive overall? Doesn't matter what, on-road or off-road, 10 scale, 8 scale. What is your favorite class? Good question, Jonathan.
To be honest, now probably Nitro 1.8 off-road. Buggy.
Damn, I thought it was going to be e-buggy, but...
No, Nitro is definitely my favorite.
Nitro, eh?
But a close second is Nitro 1.8 on-road. That is a completely different, like, driving something at 110K down a straightaway, that's pretty scary, man.
Now, 8 scale Nitro, what the heck were you running 8 scale Nitro?
So when I ran 1/8 Nitro on-road with my dad, we were running Serpent at the time. And we used to run in Hamilton on Fridge Street. A couple guys remember the place. And I started there running Nitro on-road pretty much. Ran there forever.
Right. You thought you were going to say TC Mod.
I have the cars, but I haven't really ran much off-road in the last, I'd say 3-4 years. Mm-hmm. I find that on-road has gone to a whole motor war, battery war, who's got the best of the best. I'm not really down for spending that much money just to race the car, man.
Attaboy. No, I can tell you that 100%.
I run, don't get me wrong, I run on-road. I run what I got. I do perfectly fine. I'm still in the A. I don't have the best of the best, but I have nothing but confidence in my equipment. So,
right, and in the back of your head that it is a motor war right now. It's Trinity against everybody else, and the batteries too. Oh my god! Like, I didn't even know that you could charge your batteries at 30 plus amps just to get the heat cycles through and perfect timing, and then like Sasha tires at 3.4 milliseconds before this, and it's like, what? I'm like, dude, I'm having a beer over here. Like, what do you mean sauce my tires right now? Oh my god! But it's funny that John's saying that, because we sponsored him for an on-road event, and he actually trophied with a piece of crap car. Like, oh my god, it was so much fun. But it is a huge battle right now, and I love that you call a spade a spade. The honesty is fucking shining through. Like, and honestly, that's personally how I feel at the moment right now. What? So since you're an on-road guy, what do you think of this new 12 scale rubber class? Spec motor. Me too. Me too. I love the look. Yeah, dude. I'd like no work, easy to maintain. Throw it on with a good setup. You're done.
One reason I don't really run a lot of 112 scale now is because you buy a set of tires and you shred them right away.
Shred them.
Like,
Dude.
there's none. You know what I mean? So I can't wrap my head around spending that much. Once I've seen they were coming out with rubber tires for 12 scale, I started dwindling with the fact of a 112th again. So I don't know. We'll see. I would love to try it. I'd love to try and run it. But again, I don't know. I don't run much on road anymore, so it's tough to say whether I would even bother. I have the 10 scale cars. I have two Awesomatics, one for mod, one for stock. I would run those if I was going to run anything, and that would probably be it. But that class is very interesting.
See, like honestly, we're gonna have to hook up for one winter race on road. We're gonna have to like we'll coordinate this shit and we'll figure something out. We'll do one race together, man. Because I'll show up. I'll race anything. I don't even care, man. My tires will be flat. I don't even care, man. I'll go out there and just full send and have some fun. But I definitely love the USGT. But the touring car is where I was having the most amount of fun. And I don't know if you heard the whole story about what Greg did to me, Greg Lister.
No.
There was a huge race, and I'm just sort of kind of getting back into the touring car thing, right? So I just finished getting set up, and they've already been there for a day and a half practicing and stuff like that. So Greg's all excited because we always bet ice cream money and stuff like that. So I get up on the stand, and Greg's like, okay, go, and then I'll just follow you. You know, I'm like, okay, good. This will be like, let's see where I'm at, right? And holy shit, he was like right on my ass. I'm like, dude, you go. I'm going to try and follow you. Well, like literally 2 turns away, he checked out. He's gone. And he's laughing. I'm like, holy shit, dude, I got a lot of work to do. And he's like, yeah, this car is so easy to drive. It's like, it's almost driving itself. Well, lo and behold, Douglas Schufeld had his controller over on the side and was racing his car. Dude, they had me hook, line, and sinker, man. It was awesome. I was like, I'm done. I'm like, I'm cooked in this event. But, it was a lot of fun, good times. And you know what? I think Douglas is running the Awesomatics as well, if I'm not mistaken.
He is.
Yeah, because holy hell was he fast when he came down to our track. Yeah.
That car is amazing.
No, it was super cool to see. And the way that they're changing up the game is just cool to see as well.
Yeah.
So we got the whole on-road thing. 8 scale blew me away for a loop. Didn't expect you to say that. Now, is this the one that you can actually shift gears?
You don't shift them yourself, but it is a 2-stage, yes.
Yeah. So it's like high, and then it actually shifts to save the motor from blowing up because you're carrying so much speed. That's some kick-ass shit right there. Because I've actually watched some of the stuff online with the Nitro on-road stuff, and man, hearing them feel like they're shifting gears down the backstretch, it's like, damn, like they're carrying some speed.
It's all super adjustable, same as we do with the Nitro off-road vehicles. Everything is adjustable, right? So you can make them into animals, man. Like, they're pretty crazy.
I just can't believe you're an on-road guy. Like, it makes sense, but like I'm just like blown away. So obviously you're definitely taking names and putting people on the trailer week in and week out. Obviously you got the big event coming up this weekend at O-Town. You got a lot of pressure put on yourself. I don't think anybody else is putting pressure on you, but your own pressure because you want to finish inside the top 3, which is not an easy feat to do at O-Town, especially in the 2 premier classes that you find yourself in. What is the next race after John's, if any are planned?
To be honest, none are planned yet. With work and the way I scheduled all vacation, I took off all of John's races that I needed to take, used up all my vacation just to make sure I could make them all. So to be honest, after John's, I'm probably going to be done for a month or so. And like I said, maybe run a little bit of on-road out in Catherine's, and
Okay.
maybe a little bit in Welland. And that'll probably be it for this. Maybe a couple practice days in between. We'll see
Yeah.
what we can do. Unfortunately, Tammy, I can't make Spark. I worked that weekend, and with them releasing that schedule a little bit late, I had
Yeah.
already booked my vacation, so there's nothing we could do there. We wanted to make that because the kids love going to Apple Fest. They love being out there, so we were definitely bummed when we were unable to make that one.
And the weird thing is, this is the last year they're not going to have the Apple Fest. I was surprised at that too. So this is it. So this is going to be the last year with no Apple Fest. Then after that, it should be all like we should be able to drop the dates ASAP.
Yeah.
Oh, me too, Carolyn. I am actually sad. I feel that this year I wasn't able to make all the events that I wanted to. Like I couldn't believe that. Like obviously last weekend I couldn't make the Quebec race. This weekend I couldn't even make anything. Thankfully, my wife was nice enough to let me get the garage going, at least like to the point where I'm happy. I'm chatting with you guys again. And she said bring the kids for sure. But no, he won't be able to make it because he has work. I know that we finally got the house moved. Everything is here. Like if you could see the outside of my garage, it's actually busting at the seams. I don't even know where I'm going to put stuff, but we are all here. Buy a wheeler and come race with us, Adam. Dennis, I will tell you 100% I am buying a wheeler, and I might surprise you and get a two-wheel drive as well. But I don't know how many races I'll be able to make in the States because, let's face it, after having this time off, that was supposed to be an awesome racecation. I did it and moved the house instead. So, yeah, it's great. But, man, I'm going to be a slave when I go back to work. I will not have the time that I wish I had left. But you know what? We're going to make the best of it. And we are definitely going to make sure that we have some fun. This weekend, what's the plans? You're heading up there Thursday night? Or no, you got to work.
Yeah, so I work days Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm trying to get Thursday off as an unpaid holiday. So hopefully I can head up there Thursday afternoon, be there for, I think, 4 o'clock-ish is when we're allowed to show up.
Yeah.
Obviously, if not, then I got to work until 6. So I probably wouldn't be up there until, 7:30. Either way, I want to be there on the Thursday, set up and ready to go for Friday.
Yeah, we're going to be there Thursday as soon as we possibly can. Tammy has an appointment, and as soon as she's done, I'm going to be loaded. We're going to be like, she's going to have to run behind the truck just to get in. Like, we're moving for sure. But yes, Carolyn, I agree. Moving sucks. I don't wish it upon anybody. But I look at it as a new opportunity because this new Ross Racing Garage, the new studio, I'm going to have this place dialed. Not as dialed as Steve's Pits, but it's going to be close. And I'm able to now have multiple cameras. We'll have it all set up. And, like, honestly, the room here is ridiculous. So it's actually bigger than my previous spot by 6 feet deeper and 2 feet wider. So whatever that equates to, I don't know. It's another cement pad as far as two more cement pads. So it's pretty kick-ass. I'm looking forward to getting everything kind of set up. Steve kind of knows the BS I dealt with today, and I can't believe we're chatting right now. It's amazing.
Got it done, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you taking the time out, chatting with us for a bit, and honestly, dude, like I wanted to do it sooner because that battle was epic. I know that you're gonna have a lot of pressure on you this coming weekend. I know that you want to finish inside the top 3. I know that you want to put pressure on Douglas. I just can't wait to see how the battle ensues. Now, I know Andrew is definitely chomping at the bits. Yeah. Fab. Holy hell. he made it out at Quebec first time with his new buggy. Unbelievable. Jordan taking a top 3 with a ridiculous amount of issues and still coming out with a podium spot. Like, it just, there's so many fast cats that are going to be at John's, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what you can do out on the track. So Thursday night, you're going to try and be there. Worst case, you'll be there for practice Friday. When's the family showing up? Sometime Friday?
Friday, for sure. Yeah. Friday. Yeah, probably Friday morning they'll be there. The kids won't let her sleep.
Oh man, yeah, no, it's insane. I think if you're I think you still got a few things. You better win, Steve. It's going to be tough, Jonathan. Honestly, there's going to be quite a few fast guys. I know Kevin will be back. Douglas will be back. I'm trying to think of Kyle Robinson will be back. Who else went to the Mugen Challenge?
Others.
The Rhymers, yeah. The Rhymers will be there.
Yeah.
What's his name there? The Rat Kids there.
Oh, Chris Rat.
Yeah, like all of them are coming down. They're pretty quick. But man, I'm saying Fan of S Works, sweet.
Wow.
That'll get you a thumbs up right there, man. And that is pretty far away. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Jonathan says, I know, King.
I know.
I
know.
But yeah, so is there anybody you would like to thank? Obviously, you got some great sponsors in order to get you to the level that you're at.
Yeah, so obviously HB Racing, Absolute Hot, Summit RC, JT Bearing Co., VP Pro. Yeah, and obviously my wife, she deals with a lot of my shit, so I definitely got to give her a big thanks because she brings out the kids and helps out and everything else. She's in the pit with me now, so yeah, definitely without those people, I would not be where I am right now. So hats off to them for making products that let me do what I can do.
Yeah, and honestly, man, your dad's super proud looking down. You said that he passed on, and he's seeing you doing it with your kids now, second generation. And, dude, you're doing a fantastic job. You're keeping the family into it. You're keeping the family fun. You got your wife pitting nitro for you now, which is amazing. It's super cool to see you guys doing it as a family. And not only that, you're, like, still super competitive. Like, you're at that level where at any given moment you're going to be there. 3 cheers for the race Weiss. For sure, babe. I love you. We're like super fortunate that they put up with what we do to go out there and have some fun. The only gripe that I truly have is the internet. Thankfully, John hooks me up with his stuff, but what's his name? Oh my God, Brian Kaza hooked me up with the Starlink, and I did the live there, the track walk and stuff like that. Holy hell, dude. It was the first time I actually had super cool Wi-Fi at the track. Anything. Because like I had to pre-record your stuff, which we will be dropping. Definitely. Steve going to the World's race next in Spain. Steve wishes he was going to the World's race. I'll tell you that right now.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice. But I think the only Canadian that is going to the World's race is probably going to be Ty Tessman. And I don't even think Mark Seuss is going to the Worlds, correct?
Oh, I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Although he's been on fire lately, man. He's been, even with like the top pros and stuff like that, he's been doing pretty fandancy, especially at the Mugen Challenge, double TQ in it.
Yeah, man.
Got to give him some props for that. Over some heavy hitters too. Do we see Mark Sousa make an appearance out at O-Town?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I'll have to message him and ask him.
Oh, John Blakely stepping it up to the Starlink. John, I'm telling you, like the internet, like I went from cone number 7, started dropping there, and I was able to walk around the track. So it was super cool. Definitely a cool thing. Oh, is that the wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Okay, let us say hi to the boys. Are they even watching you right now?
No, actually, if Briar was awake right now, he would be right here.
Awesome. All right, so they are not on the show tonight, but next time we'll get them on the show. So you thank your sponsors. You definitely have a great opportunity to be in the top 3. I'm wishing you all the best. I love your program. I love the family thing, and dude, you're one of the you got a fan in me for sure. I always love seeing you roll up to the track, and now that I know you're on the on-road thing, I'm gonna have to hit you up for one race and see what we can do.
Man. For sure.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say before we let you cut you loose?
Just obviously, good luck to everyone this weekend, and
Heck yeah.
with a bang.
Yeah, man. Let's make this one a good one, man. Honestly, John has a few more tricks up his sleeve for the rest of the season, so stay tuned. He's
Awesome.
going to definitely be look at you, just said she knocked him out. Awesome. But yeah, so like I said, stay tuned to the O-Town Train page, and John's got a few hidden gems up his sleeve, and hopefully you guys haven't seen the end of the O-Town Train for this season. I know there's a couple extra races coming on board, but dude, thank you for spending an hour with me, and I appreciate you coming on board.
No problem.
Stay tuned for the Steve Bands. It is basically a video that we put together. Jeff Joyce helped us like master it. He was following me around with this crazy gimbal. We had this thing. We were having such a good time at the Nitro Blast. So we'll drop that a little bit later tonight. I'll make sure we get it on board for you guys. But like I said, thanks for joining me, and I will see you in a few days.
Right on. Later, dude.
All right, see you, bud.
Later, man.
All right, man, that was awesome. I think that the first show from the new Ross Racing studio was a success. I want to thank everybody for joining in. I want to thank everybody for putting in the questions. And like I said, this was the first test. The worst is yet to come. We are going to start dialing it in. We're going to have this place looking mighty pristine. We are going to do it up the best we can, Ross Racing style. So thank you for joining me, and we will be coming back at you live again in 2 weeks from this studio. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully we can do a little live show from O-Town. If not, we will get a little bit more pre-recorded stuff, and we will definitely see you guys this weekend. O-Town season finale. Good luck to everybody that's going to be there. We are going to need it. Talk to you later.